Hi all, hey, this is another one of my cycling videos in central Bavaria. This particular ride, I'm out of Hohenfels again. I'm going to head on down to the town of Kalmunz. A couple of you asked me for some more video and pictures of that. So once I get into the town, I'll stop and I shot some video from various locations in the town. Again, this is basically it's kind of a glide down along a small river valley, initially at least, and then I join up with some other streams, and you'll see here in a little bit that I get to ride along a larger river. The few videos here, apologize, it's a little shaky here. I'm using a different camera mounting arm on the bicycle to shoot this video, so when I hit some of the bridges and some of the plank parts of the bicycle path, it gets a little jittery. It's not all that bad on the bicycle at all. It's really still a pretty smooth ride. Just about all the way there is along a bike path like this. A couple spots I have to jump along the street just for a couple kilometers, and then you'll see in a little bit where I get along some of the other bike path that's a hard packed clay gravel, and that's what you see right here. Little rough ride, but it's very flat, very smooth, and just a great way to get to where you're going. A little bit of the countryside here, again out past, or obviously underneath the bridge and out past those traders there is the river. This is the Knob River. It flows on down to Regensburg where it joins the Danube. And as a matter of fact, you can take a bicycle path like this along the Danube all the way to the Black Sea. Very rarely happen to get off dedicated pedestrian or bicycle paths, so it's really pretty nice. Again, a little bit earlier in the year, so not very many other folks out here on the path. When I get into the summer and start riding on the weekends there, you'll see that I'll be passing people left and right, and it gets to be quite the weekend event for everybody. Here's one of the pedestrian and bicycle bridges that goes up over the Knob River. Just thought I'd go ahead and shoot this video section here. It's a very big bridge, as you can see, and it gets you to the other side of the river, and of course there are bicycle paths up to the left and right. As I'm riding right here, the knob goes on down for another, maybe a kilometer or so, or half mile or so, is where it joins the Danube. So once I get over the other side, I can turn left here and ride along the Danube, or turn right and then head back up the other side of the knob. But it's a great place. This is about 2 hours or so into my ride. I usually stop in the town that I just left and get some lunch. Again, this is heading back up from Regensburg towards Kalmunz. Nice little park here on one side of the river, a monastery on the other side. They have some restaurants and stuff like that around this town. You can stop in there. They're kind of embarrassed that their monastery is only 600 or 700 years old compared to some of the other ones that are 12 or 1300 years old. Getting into one of the last smaller towns that I go through before I head on into Kalmunz. And here we are. This is the bridge that leads across the Vils River into Kalmunz. Stopped here and shot some video, obviously. Just a real picturesque small town. A lot of artisans here, a lot of art shops, photography, painting, and sculptures. Not to mention the nice big river that flows through town, and a nice big park you can pull off and take a break. Always groups of people, always feeding the ducks. There's a lot of them. Again, all these shots are in the town of Kalmunz. Oh, and there I am. I'm the one on the right. again, like a lot of other small towns, once spring or the summer starts to kick in, almost every weekend there's some kind of event or activity here happening in town. They have a huge park area. Yeah, it's a pretty neat place. Of course, if you got to build something, the cliff's in the way. You just build the building right around the cliff. A lot of small alleyways, and this is the main road through town. So if you're driving, you just got to watch traffic. So you can see one side of the street, the buildings are right up next to the cliffs. I mean, built right into it. If you don't have space along the street, just find a hole in the cliff and build your house there. So, yeah, it's kind of interesting. Maybe someday I'll get a tour through the house. I don't know. A couple of the art shops with serving coffee outside. A lot of bronze statues throughout the town. Old power mill that was located there. About 5 miles upriver is a shop that rents canoes and kayaks. You can float the river down here to Kalmunz. And there's a castle up there on top too. You see how close the cliffs are right next to the houses along the main street. Little pooch dog sticking his head through the fence, watching everybody and everything. Okay, finishing up my ride, get ready to head on back home. So taking a break. And one of the bicycle intersections there, people just leave various types of artwork on the corner, kind of interesting. And winding down, I'll give everybody a little bit of a German language test here. Tell me what that says. Have fun.